connecting to cloud server. Okay, so good evening and welcome to Sit Chat. Let me share a brief about Sit Chat, what it is all about. I've been conducting this program since almost now, I would say, uh, 9 months. The idea was basically to see in what way we can get people to present themselves and share their wisdom to the members of SIT as a part of my interest in volunteering for this group. So the idea is to meet. We've been doing this almost now, like I said, 8 months, every Thursday at 20:30 Indian Standard Time. And the Zoom meeting ID is this 832-8156-3707. So if anybody wants to join after watching this video, you're most welcome to do that. Our objective is to basically talk on various topics like you see on this screen, which could be about starting a business. It could be something to do with work-life balance. It could be marketing. It could be production. It could be sourcing people, scaling up, etc., etc., etc. And this we have been doing every Thursday religiously, and anybody is most welcome to join. And every Thursday we have a expert who will share his or her wisdom, and after that there is a quick Q&A. Of course, our experts are qualified; they're professionals in their respective spaces. But still, as a what should I say, a disclaimer, we don't want to claim that we are the ultimate authority here. Therefore, please do consult your trusted professionals before acting upon any insight which you may get from our sit chat. And today we have Prachi Deshpande, who's going to be speaking to us on Reiki for balancing the chakras. It's really something very exciting. She is a numerologist, a tarot reader, and a Reiki practitioner for a long time now. Has a business of our own, and I believe quite popular. When moment I said Prachi is coming, there are a lot of people who are interested in joining. So you can see the strength today. We already have 15 people. Generally, it would have become 15 only after about 10 minutes. And today you have a big audience, Prachi, for waiting to listen to you. And before I end, let me very briefly introduce myself. My name is Dinakar. I am a mentor supporting and helping companies do their improve their performance. And I've been doing this for the last almost 10 years. And earlier to this, I was working in Bosch in various countries in various roles. So that's a brief introduction. So over to you, Prachi, and look forward to an exciting, enlightening session. Thanks so much.
Yes, thank you so much. And I also feel extremely grateful to be here and to be able to share the little knowledge that I have about this particular field. So I've been a Reiki practitioner for 18.5 years since the time I was a student. And a few days back, what happened was I came across someone who shared some form of similar experience, which maybe as a child I was going through, which actually brought Reiki into my life. So I'm very grateful to the anxiety which I'm going to talk about. So there was this normal Monday morning, and I was looking forward to, okay, ye hai, wo hai, this session and that session and all of that. And all of a sudden there was this knock on my door. So typically my office, when I'm there, it's only strictly on appointment basis. So nobody can just walk in. And this person came and he put this big file in front of me. And he told me that you have to go through this. I'm not going to leave this place. I said that, okay, fine, because that person was looking quite decent, so there was nothing harmful about him. But then I said that, sir, I really appreciate you keeping this file, but give me some time because I have a client who can reach anytime now. He's like, no, ma'am, you please have to go through this because there's a serious problem which I'm going through. But I'll share that with you only after you go through the file which I've given you. I said, okay, fine now. Looks like I don't have any other escape. So I started going through the file, and it was shocking because right from the time he was, I think, in kindergarten till engineering, after that MBA, all the certificates, all the mark list, everything was there. And believe me, maybe I was looking at someone who has been a genius because all A plus grades, 90%, 95%, 100 on 100 on mathematics and science. I really appreciated that part because I'm basically a mathematician. I've done my master's in mathematics. So I was like, this is wow. So what brings you here, Reiki? Is it peace of mind or happiness that you're looking for? He said, no, there's a different problem that I have. And that problem is, now that you've gone through my file, you know that I'm a capable person. You know that there's no problem with me. But every time I have my own startup and every time I'm there in front of a client, I don't know, something happens to me. I cannot explain people my product. I start sweating, I start shaking, I start trembling. I cannot speak. So this is what is happening to me. And my father has invested a lot of money. He's a very big man, and I would really like you to help me with that. This is what he told me. And when I tried to get to know him a little better, and when I scanned his chakras, I came to know what is the problem here. So the problem is this. This, what you see on the screen, I hope everyone is able to see on a white screen, there's this small figure. This is my client when he was in 8th standard. Now, he was a very happy child. He, like I said, A grade, A plus grade, 100 out of 100, and he was good in sports, elocutions, you name it, and he was there. He was like the star of the school. And that's where his parents thought that since our child is so brilliant, why not we go to a better school, which is more reputed, wo brand aa jata hai, and the quality and education, everything has to be international level. So they took him to a school where there were 2 rounds for selection. One was the written exam, which obviously he cleared because he was so brilliant. And the other was interview. Now, his interview was taken by 3 people, and unfortunately, he had to go through some really, really difficult statements, which literally shattered his self esteem. So he was very sad. And when I say shattered his self esteem, I mean that there was this emotional block which was created in the solar plexus. So, what exactly is solar plexus? That we are going to see shortly, but it is one of the major chakras. That much you can keep in mind. Chakra is an energy center. Now, what happens is, as human beings, we tend to remember a certain thing for some time, few days, few months, for some people, few years. But then, as time goes on, we tend to move on. We just forget about that. So, or at least we think that we forget about it. But that block is somewhere there in the subconscious. Now, what was happening here in a different scenario? Every time he was in front of a client or a prospect and he was trying to explain. So, mostly it was not a client, it was a prospect only because he wanted to convert them into his clients. What used to happen is the moment they asked him any question about his own product and services, he used to start sweating, trembling, everything that happened to him on that day of interview when he was in 8th standard. Now, why it was happening? Because though consciously he knows that these are different people, they're my prospects, they could become my clients, I could have a very positive relationship with them, but his subconscious mind kept on taking him in 8th standard during the interview, that wala incidents. And what happens here now is the moment you remember that incidence, the block that he had been holding in the solar plexus, the negative emotion, the emotion which literally shattered his self-esteem and self-confidence, used to get triggered. And the moment it was triggered, he used to again be sad and he used to just walk out of that place. So he was not making any profit, nothing, 0 clients, nothing. Now, with the help of Reiki, what I did was I channelized the positive energy which is there in the surroundings. I put it exactly, channeled it on the block which he was carrying in the subconscious mind, the negative emotion. And what happened because of that was Reiki dissolved that negative emotion completely. Now, all of you have heard this word. You might be trying to know that, okay, Reiki ne heal kiya, dissolve kiya, block, that is fine. But what exactly is Reiki? So, Reiki is life force energy. Now, imagine our heart to be like a matchstick. Every time it beats, it creates electric charge in the body, which is called as bioelectricity. Now, bioelectricity is present in each and every living thing. So it could be humans, all the 8 billion population that we have. It could be animals, it could be birds, it could be even trees and plants. Now you'll say, Prachi, they don't have a heart, but they don't even have a stomach, but they still manage to have their own food and digest it. Similarly, they create their own bioelectricity. Now, bioelectricity is the only difference between someone who's alive and someone who's not alive. And that's why it is called as life force energy. Now, because it is there within us and everywhere in the surroundings, it is called as universal life force energy. In simple words, universal positive energy. And this entire phrase, universal life force energy, is called as Reiki in Japanese language. Rei is universal and Ki is life force energy. So, if you have to actually see what is life force energy, and if you have some technology, so this is Kirlian photography that we are looking at of a leaf. Like I said, that every living thing has it. So this is how it looks. The luminescence that you're able to see around the leaf is bioelectricity, Reiki. So it is there everywhere in the surroundings as well as within us. Now, because we take in a lot of life force energy and take out, and nature being so intelligent, it has created a system in our body which is called as chakras. So just the way we have our respiratory system, just the way we have our digestive system, nature is so intelligent that it has created an energy system, a system which can take in energy and which can radiate energy, and that is called as chakras. So there are 109 chakras throughout our body which look like wheels. So you can imagine a fan everywhere on the body which takes in energy, radiates energy. So how do we typically feel energy? First and foremost through emotions, positive emotions as well as negative emotions. And secondly, every time we breathe, we take in life force energy. So that is how we feel the energy. Now, these chakras are there everywhere in the surroundings. Now, even if you go, you meet a person. So that person could be smiling at you, speaking very sweetly with you, but then you feel that something is off about this person. वो मुझे ना vibe अच्छी नहीं आ रही है. So that vibe is nothing but the energy that he is radiating, the purest form, the purest thought that he is having about you at that exact moment. That you take in as vibe. So coming back to the chakras. So these chakras are everywhere in our body. There are 109 chakras, but out of that, again, nature is so intelligent. There are 7 major chakras which govern all the small chakras. Now, these 7 major chakras govern different areas of our life. So I'll be explaining you one by one, and along with these areas of life, the entire body is divided into the 7 chakras. So if you take care of these chakras, if you balance them, if you heal them, what you do is you take care of your body, you take care of your emotions, and you take care of different areas of life. Now, if I have to try to show it to you a slightly in a 3D way, this is how they look, all the 7 chakras. So what we are going to do now is I'm going to explain you about all the chakras, and then I'm actually going to give you Reiki so that you feel healed and balanced. So the first chakra is Muladhara chakra, which is also called as root chakra. Root chakra governs 5 areas of life: food, clothing, shelter, money, and mother. So how to understand a person requires Reiki in root chakra? The way they eat, it's very unpleasant. They hate food, or they don't like cooking, or they eat too much, or they waste a lot of food. All these kind of people require Reiki in the Muladhara chakra, that is root chakra. Second is clothing. So some people have this habit of holding on to a lot of clothes. So 20-25 years back also something that they wore, वो typical होता है ना कि शुरुआत में मेरी पहली कमाई से मैंने किया है, those kind of people also, and people for whom their parents have bought something but they just find it very difficult to let go of those clothes. They know कि size wise नहीं होगा, कभी कभी तो material also is not fine, but still they are not able to let go of that. All these people again require Reiki in the root chakra. Then some people, again about clothing, they shop as a therapy. So they do shopping to a point where there was a client which I had. She bought 4 to 5 pieces of the same dress. Every time she used to go, she used to like it, she used to buy it. She used to completely forget that, oh, I already have 2 or 3 of them. That level we are talking of imbalance. So these kind of people require Reiki in root chakra. Shelter. So people who are not happy in the home because of the home atmosphere or because of the place itself, the place is not giving them the right vibe, or people who find it very, very difficult to settle down. So it could be their home, it could be their office, and they have to constantly shift and go here and there, and grounding is not happening. They also require Reiki in root chakra. Next is money. So people who worry too much about money, that in spite of having everything, they're worried that, okay, I don't know whether I'll be able to maintain the same lifestyle or not. Those kind of people require Reiki in the root chakra. And the other lot, unfortunately, which is really struggling to make money. So all these people, when we give Reiki to the root chakra, it channelizes the energy and things start actually manifesting in life in a positive manner. That is the power of Reiki. And finally, their connection with their mother. So people who have had a very difficult relationship with their mother require Reiki in the root chakra. Or people who feel the pain of their mother to the level where it becomes their own pain, their own guilt, they require Reiki in the root chakra. Now, how all this is connected? Why do I keep on saying they require Reiki? What is going to happen after that? So when I give Reiki to the root chakra, I'm actually working on all these 5 areas of life. So if they are blocked or there's a problem, then root chakra gets blocked. If root chakra is blocked, there are more problems in these areas. So when we heal the root chakra, we are actually channelizing the energy in these 5 areas of a person's life. Okay. So that is about root chakra. The color is bright red, and root chakra governs the lower body, that is hips to toes. So how to once again understand a person has problems with the root chakra? If there are any issues with the legs or with the toes or with the knees and frequent injuries on the legs all the time, then the person requires Reiki in root chakra. Next is Swadhisthana Chakra, which is sacral chakra. So sacral chakra is bright orange in color. So typical Nagpur oranges, that is the ideal color of sacral chakra. Swadhisthana Chakra is the Sanskrit name. So Swadhisthana Chakra governs 3 areas of life. One is body image, second is creativity, and third is childhood memories. So some people are obsessed with their body, too much of dieting, too much of exercise. They're so obsessed that they will do this surgery and that surgery, and they do so many things on their face that they themselves cannot recognize it after a point. That level of obsession. They require Reiki in the sacral chakra. On the other hand, people who do not care about their body at all, they hate how they look and they don't want to do anything for the body. No diet, no exercise, nothing, no taking care of the body. They require Reiki in the sacral chakra. Next is creativity. People who are too much into creativity to a point that there's complete imbalance in all other areas of their life, they also require Reiki in root chakra, sacral chakra, I'm sorry. And people who lack creativity. So creativity doesn't always mean that you have to be an artist. It means that if there's a problem, then you come up with a creative solution. If you have to develop a new product, then also creativity is required. You don't have to be an artist who's painting something, which could be legendary. That is not the only meaning of creativity. I hope everyone gets that. So whenever there's extreme of too much and too less, those people require Reiki in the sacral chakra. Next is childhood memories. So some people are obsessed with their childhood. So there's some of my clients who have amazing life right now in the present, but they connect with me because they want to heal their past, because all they can think about is, oh, this happened when I was a child, that happened when I was a child, and that literally bothers them. They cannot sleep because of that. And unfortunately, there are so many horrible and bad incidences that happen in the world that there's no other option than to actually heal them from the memory. Because even if that has happened once, it doesn't mean that person has to suffer lifetime. So those kind of painful childhood memories. And for some people, it is other way around, that life is bad right now, but the childhood was good. So all they can think about and obsess over is tab acha tha, tab acha tha, tab ye tha. Now it is not there. So all these people require Reiki in the sacral chakra. Now, sacral chakra governs your lower abdomen and your lower back, just above the base of your spine, that area, just above the root chakra. So whenever there are any issues related to reproductive systems or lower back, those people also benefit a lot when we give Reiki to the sacral chakra. Next is Manipur chakra, which is also called as solar plexus. Now, solar plexus stands for self-esteem and self-confidence. So how to understand a person requires Reiki in the solar plexus? Too much of confidence, too much of dominance, too much of controlling, that I, me, myself, my way or highway. Those kind of people require Reiki in the solar plexus. The other extreme, people who are extremely shy, people who have social anxiety, people who find it very, very difficult to even listen to others, to consider others. They're so much into their own, zone of not being out there, shy. Those people require Reiki in the solar plexus. Next is self-esteem. That there are so many people who come to me who are perfect, physically fine, mentally, emotionally, they're okay, they're financially fine, they're quite recognized also in the society, but they struggle to feel good about themselves. So they benefit a lot when you give Reiki to the solar plexus, because feeling good about yourself is the bottom line of self-esteem. Now, how else to understand a person requires Reiki in Manipur chakra? Stomach and middle back come under the governance of solar plexus. Solar plexus color is bright yellow, actual 2 o'clock sun, summer sun. That is solar plexus color. So people who have any issues related to their digestive system or liver related or middle back, they benefit a lot when you give Reiki to the solar plexus. Next is Anahat chakra, which is also called as heart chakra. Now, heart chakra stands for unconditional love. So how to understand a person requires Reiki in the heart chakra? People who are extremely possessive in relationships, they're extremely selfish, they're extremely jealous, there's too much of envy, or they want to constantly find out what their partner is doing, or even in other relationships also, they are not able to experience unconditional love. They are not able to give and receive love freely. They restrict themselves, they're fearful. Those kind of people, they require Reiki in the heart chakra. Now, what typically blocks a heart chakra? Any form of loss, any form of grief, heartache, heartbreak, or any form of rejection. It could happen in personal life or professional life. All this blocks the heart chakra. Now, when we give Reiki to the heart chakra, the color of heart chakra is bright green. What happens is that you're able to connect with the world in a beautiful manner. Giving and receiving of unconditional love becomes very easy. That also gives you a lot of focus in the profession that you're in, because passion and fondness for what you do. Like they say that you should love what you do, and that kind of phrase. So that is connected directly to the heart chakra. They benefit a lot in both personal as well as professional lives. It becomes very easy to establish connections, heart to heart connections. Physically, how to understand a person requires Reiki in the heart chakra. All the problems related to heart, BP or respiratory system related problems, or upper back related issues, shoulders, all that comes under the governance of heart chakra. So whenever there are any issues related to these body parts, it means the person requires Reiki in the heart chakra. Next is Vishuddhi chakra, which is also called as throat chakra. Throat chakra is located right in the middle of your throat. So throat chakra is about self-expression. Now, how to understand a person requires Reiki in the throat chakra? Very, very easy. People who express too much, that is, they literally talk too much to a point that if you spend 3 hours with them, 2.5 hours, more than that, quarter to 3 hours, they will speak 2.45 minutes. 2 hours 45 minutes, and you will get 15 minutes. In that also they will interrupt you, they will cut you, they will complete your sentences, they will not let you talk. Those kind of people. And the other extreme is people who find it extremely difficult to speak. They cannot express themselves. Those kind of people. Both these extremes require Reiki in the throat chakra. Self-expression is not just about speaking, it is also about non-verbal communication. So if a person is into any form of art like dance or singing or even writing blogs or coming up with podcasts, those kind of people also benefit a lot when you give Reiki to the throat chakra. Physically, how to understand a person requires Reiki in throat chakra? All the issues related to throat. So throat and thyroid. And the worst I've seen till now is thyroid cancer. Imagine the kind of block there could be. Now, people don't express for two reasons: fear of hurting someone or fear of getting hurt. In either case, when you give Reiki to the throat chakra, it gives you the courage to express yourself, express your truth without hurting the other person. That's the beauty of healing the throat chakra. Next is Agnya chakra, which is also called as third eye chakra. Now, third eye chakra is very interesting because it's connected to intuition, clarity, and memory. So how to understand a person requires Reiki in the third eye chakra? It's very, very obvious when there's disconnection with one's intuition. Even if there's intuition, the person finds it difficult to trust their intuition. Those kind of people. Second is lack of clarity. क्या करना है, कैसे करना है, what do they do with their life? They just have no idea about that. They are always confused. They take a decision and then they're confused that no, this is not the right decision. Memory related issues. They also benefit a lot when you give Reiki to the third eye chakra. How else do you understand? Third eye chakra is right here. So physically, sinus, ear related issues, nose related issues, because that trisection point of eyes, nose, and ears is somewhere in this region. So it comes under the governance of third eye chakra. So when you give Reiki to the third eye chakra, you're able to sleep properly, because one of the problems which people face when the third eye chakra is blocked is nightmares, lack of sleep, insomnia, sometimes oversleeping, and however, rather I would say how much ever time they sleep, they don't feel fresh. All those kind of people. And ultimately, we go to the final chakra, which is Sahasrara chakra, that is crown chakra. Now, crown chakra is all about connection with the self and with the divine. So when a person is connected to himself, he's able to connect to the divine in a better manner. He doesn't feel lonely. So when does a person require Reiki in the crown chakra? When there's loneliness, there's feeling isolated, not being able to access divine wisdom, not being able to follow and trust in the process of life. All those people require Reiki in the crown chakra. Now, deep-seated depression, deep-seated anxiety, and self-worth related blocks. Self-worth is how much you value yourself. All of that is there in the crown chakra, all those blocks. So when you heal the crown chakra, you're actually healing, dissolving all those memories which have caused you to go in depression, which have caused you to become anxious, which have caused you to have loneliness. So that is how healing the chakra works. Now, I've told you a little bit about Reiki. I've told you a little bit about chakras. What I thought about was that in this session, we will not just read about it or hear about it. We will also go through the process itself so that you get a feel of what exactly happens when you try to heal and balance your chakras. So I'm going to give everyone Reiki, whoever is there, and you can even ask your family members to join if you're comfortable. And if it's allowed, I'm sorry.
Yeah, please, most welcome. Yeah, please.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I hope I did not overstep, but I just
No,
felt
not at all. Please, please.
you can invite your family members as well, and I'll be giving you Reiki healing. So should we start? Do you have any questions before that, or we'll take the session?
No.
We'll take the questions after that. First, you can.
After that, yes.
Okay, super. Great. So sit comfortably and close your eyes. Just relax. Be as comfortable as you can.
हाँ थोड़ा सा वो रेकी करा रहा है, थोड़ा सा अभी आंख बंद करके.
Yeah. So just relax, be comfortable. Like I said before, you can participate from wherever in the world you are, and you can also invite your family members to join this particular session. Start becoming aware of your breathing. Breathe in and breathe out as naturally as possible. Do not force yourself into breathing deeper or faster or slower. Just go with it.
आंख बंद करके कीजिए.
As you focus on your breathing, I'm going to start sending Reiki to the palm of your right hand. So just become aware of how you feel on the palm of your right hand. Everyone experiences Reiki in their own unique way. You might feel something warm, something cold, a tingling sensation, a wave-like feeling in and around your body. And just relax. And now if you observe the palm of your right hand and the palm of your left hand, you'll be able to notice the difference. So once again, everyone experiences Reiki in their own unique way. It could be something warm, something cold, a tingling sensation, a wave-like feeling. And now I'm going to start giving Reiki to your root chakra. Root chakra is located at the base of your spine. So from the palm of your right hand, you'll start feeling some sensation at the base of your spine. Root chakra is about food, clothing, shelter, money, and mother. So just become aware of how happy you are about the food you eat, how happy you are about the clothes that you wear, how happy you are about your home and about your office. Become aware of how you feel about all the money that you have. And allow Reiki to flow through your root chakra as you become aware of what type of connection you have with your mother. Imagine bright red color Reiki at the base of your spine. And allow Reiki to bless your food, bless your clothes, bless your home and offices, bless all your money, and bless your mother. She could be in human form or she could be in spirit form. And now I'm going to start giving Reiki to your sacral chakra. Sacral chakra is located in your lower abdomen. Just become aware of how you feel about your body. Do you take care of your body? Just become aware of this. Become aware of how creative you are as a person. Is there a balance in your creativity? Or is it too much or too less? Just become aware of it. And become aware of how you feel about your childhood. And imagine Reiki now to turn into bright orange in color. So imagine your lower abdomen and your lower back just above the base of your spine to become bright orange in color. Now allow Reiki to flow through your solar plexus chakra, which is located right in the middle of your stomach. Think about the last time when you felt extremely confident about yourself and you felt very, very good about yourself. Solar plexus is bright yellow in color. Allow Reiki to become bright yellow and covering your entire stomach region and middle back. And now I'm going to give Reiki to your heart chakra. Become aware of all the love in your life. And now allow Reiki to become bright green in color and cover your upper back and the chest area completely in bright green. Now I'm going to start giving Reiki to your throat chakra. Throat chakra is located right in the middle of your throat. Remember a time in your life when you were extremely good with self-expression. It could be as a child, it could be as an adult. Everyone has a different journey, so wherever you are, wherever and whenever you felt that, yes, I have expressed myself honestly and truthfully, think about that time in your life. Allow Reiki to become sky blue in color. That's the color of throat chakra. And give you strength and courage to express your truth. And now I'm going to give Reiki to your third eye chakra, which is located right in the middle of your forehead. The color of third eye chakra is royal blue. You can also call it dark blue. And remember a time in your life when you were extremely clear about what it is that you want to do in this life. It could be in personal life, it could be in professional life. Totally depends on you. Just bring in mind a memory or an incident where you were extremely clear about what it is that you wanted. It could be as simple as buying a phone or a new car or any other vehicle. Or it could be buying anything that you really liked, where you were extremely clear as to, yes, I want this. No confusion at all. Think about that time. And now I'm going to give Reiki to your crown chakra, which is located at the top of your head. Crown chakra is all about connection with yourself and with the divine. The very essence that you are. It could be joy, it could be unconditional love, it could be happiness, it could be inner peace. All of us have an essence, a very, very positive essence. It could be the feeling of gratitude. It could be the feeling of bliss, what it is that you feel drawn to without taking any effort, very, very naturally. If there was no stress, no issues, no pressure, nothing that could upset you, what would be your true essence? Get in touch with that one emotion. It could be, once again, unconditional love, happiness, inner peace, gratitude, the feeling of bliss. Each one of us has it. Something that you feel very, very naturally. And allow Reiki to become violet in color because that is the color of crown chakra. And now I'm going to balance all your chakras. So allow Reiki to flow through your crown chakra and at the same time your root chakra, which is located at the base of your spine. And quickly go to your third eye chakra, which is located right in the middle of your forehead. And at the same time, your sacral chakra, which is in the lower abdomen. And from there, allow Reiki to grow into your throat chakra and your solar plexus chakra, both at the same time. Clearing the energies, healing the chakras, as well as balancing them. Everything happening at the same time. And now finally, allow Reiki to flow through your heart chakra. And as you allow Reiki to flow through your heart chakra to heal and to balance it, I would like you to think about as many people as you can that you really love and care about. They could be your family members, your relatives, your friends, your clients, your business associates, your pets, your plants, anyone and anything that you really, really love and care about. And whoever it is that you're thinking about, and how many ever people, pets and plants that you're thinking about, or even birds for that matter, all of them will automatically start receiving Reiki from me right now. And Reiki, being positive energy, it works only for a person's highest good, so you don't have to worry about anything negative or anything bad happening. It is the very essence that makes us, so it is full of positivity only. Only good and positive things happen because of Reiki. So allow Reiki to flow through your heart chakra and everyone and everything that you're thinking about, that you really love and care about. And say in mind, I bless them with happiness. I bless them with love. They could be in human form, they could be in spirit form, they could be there on this planet, or they could not be there on this planet, they could be anywhere in the universe. Just say in mind, I bless them with love and happiness. I bless them with love and happiness. I bless them with love and happiness. And now start becoming aware of your breathing. I'm going to stop the flow of Reiki. You can move your hands and legs a bit. Start becoming aware of the surroundings. And as and when you feel ready, you can just gently place both your hands on your eyes if it's comfortable. And slowly start bringing your hands down and open your eyes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prachi. That was really wonderful. And I'm sure many would have had some different kinds of experiences. So do anybody want to share anything from the experience which you had now, or can we go for any? I got a couple of questions which I wanted to ask. If anybody wants to share your experience of what happened now, please go ahead.
So I've done basic and advanced meditation courses earlier, and sounds similar. And it is always good whenever you go, you do go through such experiences via experienced and trained person.
Very good.
It
Thank you
is
so much.
it might come in any form. I remember I've done this basic and advanced courses in Art of Living, Bangalore, quite long
Very good.
back. And at one point of time, when I was in deep meditation, I felt like I'm sitting at the edge of a Himalaya, top of Himalaya, and there was nothing around. You feel elated, you feel energized, and you feel happy. And that
Thank you.
happiness, if you're happy, you make other people happy. Simple.
Thank you, sir.
That's the whole
Thank you.
idea.
Thank
And
you.
thank you,
Thank you.
Prachi, for this.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Anybody else wants to share anything? Okay. Otherwise, I have a couple of questions. Okay. The first is I do meditation, and I also have created chakras for business, which I call as the business chakras, career chakras, and all that. I will speak to you offline on that. in the same way as you got for the human body to find out which part of the business is having a problem.
Wow.
First thing is, I'm not believing in anything. I want to understand, how did you start as a mathematician, a very rational person, get into this space? What really drove you? What is that story?
Yeah. So I was in one of the best colleges in Pune, and I was also one of the toppers after I did my MSc Mathematics. So I landed some corporate jobs in campus interviews, and I also had option of going abroad and doing my PhD. In fact, I was selected in a couple of universities, and my professors wanted me to be a scientist. So that time I was not very clear whether I really want to pursue my PhD or even do a corporate job, because I lost my father when I was very, very young, very small, in fact. And my mom has raised me. I don't even have any siblings. So she was working that time. I didn't have a heart to leave her here in India and go and be a scientist. And that was one reason. But the second reason was that I was not even so much inclined towards that. So I thought that maybe I can work here for a couple of years and see how things are. And if I really like it, and then we'll take a decision. So that's when I was working as a subject matter expert in mathematics, and I was also teaching. So when I was teaching, I realized that people have this one thing which is called as mathematical anxiety. So whether a person is brilliant or not, something happens to him or her when they actually write an exam and mathematics. So I started giving Reiki to them because I had learned Reiki when I was in 12th standard, just for my own personal development and to be more confident. That was the only aim, actually, not to be in a career or anything like that. My life path, the purpose that time, which I thought was totally different. So coming back to the story, when I started giving them Reiki, and I also started them teaching some meditation-based techniques, mental imagery, the results were fabulous. They were shocked, their parents were shocked, even other teachers were shocked as to how can this happen. And some of them were really smart. They applied the techniques which I had taught them in other subjects also. So we had a massive record of students in 90 plus that year. So that made me feel that this is what I would like to do. I would like to help people in this way better. So to reduce their stress, reduce their anxiety. So that's where I become a psychological counselor, did my specialization in stress management. And when I had my first client, who again was the vice principal of my college, and he's very vocal about that, so I can also share that openly with all of you. Otherwise, confidentiality is one thing which is there when it comes to hardcore healing.
Correct.
Yeah. So, and he told me that there's this issue that he's going through for 35 years, and something makes him feel that I'll be able to help him. But he used to tease me that his work experience was almost double, more than double of my age. But he said that I just feel that you'll be able to handle it. And that's exactly what happened. The moment he started talking to me, I kept all the books, everything, all the techniques that I learned aside. And I knew that, okay, this chakra and the other chakra, they require balancing and healing. So I started giving him Reiki. And within a week, that issue which he was going through, the anxiety, was completely gone. And till date, it's been around 14 to 15 years. He has not felt that feeling ever again. He's still in touch with me. He's still very thankful to Reiki and the beautiful experience that he had. So that's what made me feel that, okay, I'm made for this. And once I came here, I started developing my own products and different services and meditations and all of that.
Very good. Superb. Because I have my elder brother. He's a Reiki master. And he says he's blessed by Baba. And he does healing. Okay. He's been doing this for the last almost now 10 years approximately. Earlier to that, he was the chief commercial officer of Hindustan Aeronautics Limited. Was a really rational guy. He went and was involved in signing the deals for purchase of Mirage, Dassault, various aircrafts for the Indian government. He was a very big guy. So he says something which is very interesting, which really makes sense to me. He says that, look, the day I charge money, then I'll not be able to heal anybody. Does that make any sense? How does that connect with the, because a lot of occult sciences has a lot to do with imagination. You said that you imagine, you look at color, red, green, yellow, etc., right? So it's about our imagination. And from the scientific perspective, I believe any meditation, any technique which involves meditation or getting the energy, I would relate that to some kind of a defragmentation of a computer. See, when you are stilling your mind is able to organize itself. You know, all of us are having a phenomenal brain and a mind, so we can organize ourselves. And maybe something like that happens. But For many people to do that, it is difficult. Therefore, you go to some practitioner. I really don't know, so many occult stuff. And I just wanted to add one more point, then you can comment on that. There is what is called as Scientology. I don't know whether you heard of that. And in Scientology, they have a concept saying that in our mind as we grow up, we keep getting memories. And these memories are called as engrams. And when you spoke about somebody having a problem during his childhood, and that problem is what that got erased because of Reiki. So they have got multiple procedures where they try to erase the earlier memories and replace them with new memories. That is the Scientology. It's the relationship is called as Dianetics. And on the other hand, you also have people who practice NLP, where they're again talking about diminishing the past memories which are not very strong and then trying to amplify those which are good so that your subconscious gets reprogrammed. None of these things is something which is proven, but for individual experiences. Individual experiences have a lot of influence on where you are sitting, what you're doing. Each one may be telling the truth, may not be telling the truth because of the ambience in which somebody is in. It's not something that all of us experience identically. Let's say if it is question of color white, when we see white, all of us say it is white color. In this occult space, each one experiences in a different way. So there is no possibility of validating that there existed an experience at all. It could be something different. So with all this, how do you connect Reiki to the rational part of the human evolution and to the scientific part of it to make it very authentic? Because otherwise, people would have just caught on, right? It's like taking a paracetamol or an aspirin. Everybody can go to the shop and buy a nice paracetamol, and everybody know that works. And whereas Reiki may work, but there is no kind of a strong conviction that it works. Where is the disconnect there?
So first and foremost, like I said, that being from a science background, I'm a hardcore science believing person. But science, again, I mean, with all due respect to it, it's about how much we understand it. So recently we had there were filaments which were there in the Milky Way. So it could be slightly out of the track, but what I'm trying to say is that sometimes what we know and what all more is there is very, very different. So similarly, say 50 years back, it was not possible for you to use biometric, but today it is possible. Everyone has their own unique fingerprint. Similarly, even giraffe, the prints that they have, I was shocked to know that it is so unique. It is as unique as a human fingerprint. That's how they distinguish. So coming back to this point, that this is completely science-based, that there is energy. Every time the heart beats, yes, there is electric charge. There is electric charge in the neurons as well. So now, what happens, coming back to your question, is it difficult to prove all this? Yes, it's very difficult. Now, even today, I get clients who are like, no, I don't believe in this at all, but there's this thing which is really bothering me. Just tell me if you'll be able to help me. My answer is that you don't even have to believe it, because life force energy is a part and parcel of who we are. So even if I don't believe that my body uses oxygen, it does. So it is something like that. And with science getting advanced, so there are a lot of people who have done scientific experiments, like connecting the electrodes on the scalp and the electrodes on the palms of your hands of the Reiki practitioner. And what they observed was, the moment I call upon Reiki as a practitioner and I have all this fancy stuff, electrodes everywhere on my scalp, what is happening is, from beta, I instantly go in alpha. So the number of thoughts reduces, I become more creative, more focused. If I continue giving Reiki for some more time to myself or even the other person, I start going in theta, which is the dream state. And if I continue giving Reiki for 15 to 20 minutes or half an hour, the other person 99% of the times falls asleep, complete sleep, or he is in deep trance that you literally have to wake them up. Yeah. So now people have started doing more and more similar kind of experiments, and we hope that this continues. So this is also similar to what Dr. Hawkins and the cone that he has of different emotions. It's very similar to that. And the technique, one of the techniques which is used to actually capture this energy is Kirlian photography, which is a Russian technique. So if I'm giving you Reiki and they use that particular technique to photograph me, they'll be actually able to see a rainbow, similar to the luminescence, the picture which I showed you. So here, the same thing can be captured from my hand to your body. So I think this is a start, and there are a lot of other things which will, the technology and everything as it evolves, come in the picture and give us more proof. But yes, it's...
Thank you
And
so
it's
much.
not
Thank you.
placebo effect because we are actually transferring energy. It is not that I'm telling you that this is happening, but it is not. No.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Now we have got not much time. Let us take another 5 more minutes because it started late. Sagar has a question. He says, can Reiki heal physical ailment or disability? Example, can it bring vision, eye vision, I mean, back to normal?
So Reiki works on the third eye chakra. It's my personal experience. I had specs when I was in school and I had it for about 8 years. And then I learned Reiki. And just because, I mean, I love the technique. So I used to practice Reiki daily. I used to just till date, there's not been a single day where I haven't practiced Reiki. So when I started doing that, there came a point after 2.5 years where I was in college and I wanted to use lens. So my mom said that, चलो जाके एक बार checking करें. And checking किया तो उन्होंने बोला कि आपको specs है ही नहीं. So that was completely gone. Now I was not taking any medication. I was not doing anything. And specs, and it was not too much of a number like 3, 4 or something, but it was like 0.75. Could have been 1 if I don't care or take care of my eyes, but that never really happened. And it has been 17 years now. I have just checked last month and it has not come back, the number. So
Good.
what Reiki does is that we don't claim that Reiki heals the body. It actually heals emotions and the chakras, which then give a message to the body that, okay, it is time for you to become healthy. So Reiki works on the energy, that is our emotions. And a healthy mind then helps our body to become healthier.
Yeah, so
But
then
if
there
there's
is,
some serious damage like a tumor or cataract or something, then you have to go through the surgery because the damage has already happened. You need to take that out. Reiki is going to work on the emotions so that you don't have such kind of problems again.
see, there's one more question. When someone goes to the mode of sleep during Reiki session, what does that mean? Are their chakras healed?
Yeah, they're completely relaxed. It is what their mind and body needs. The chakras are getting healed. The moment you start healing is what? You start going in a deep relaxation mode from beta to delta. Delta is where all the natural healing abilities of our body are activated and body starts healing itself. So like we say that medicine is not a healer or plaster is not a healer. The body heals itself. We just align the bones in a certain way. So Reiki assists us in that to go into deep relaxation. So we get healed.
Very good. And the next question was, can Reiki be done for 11 years old?
Yeah, 100%. So because Reiki is the very essence that creates us, right from the time a child is there in a mother's womb, that is the woman is pregnant, to the time where the person becomes 100-year plus, irrespective of what state of body he is in, whether he's healthy or
It's a
not,
life
whether he's
energy.
taking medicine or not.
As long as you are living, you can do that, right?
Yes.
So any other question, any other comment from any stalwarts in our group here? Ajit, you are laughing, so you're grinning, so you can always make a comment.
No, actually, science has said that everything in life is vibration, everything. So it's a question of fine-tuning the vibration. If your vibrations are aligned, then everything starts falling into place.
Correct.
And when everything in our body is changing for every 40 days through vibrations, they can be aligned. If by passing electricity, an iron rod can become a magnet, then what is wrong in this body becoming a magnetic
Wow.
person?
So
Yeah.
superb. Superb,
Yeah,
sir.
we are
Very good.
magnetic.
Very
Unfortunately,
magnetic.
our heart and the head and the hands are not aligned. So
Correct.
Reiki must be aligning our entire 600 trillion cells to such an extent we become very magnetic.
Oh,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
well said.
Yeah. So anybody else wants to say anything? Any comment?
That's a very nice way of saying it.
Okay. So otherwise, then I hand over to Amarji to just conclude our session today. He normally takes the last word. So please go on,
And
Amarji.
sorry, I think I've taken additional.
Oh, wait a minute, Amarji. LK wants to say something. Yeah, please go on,
Sure,
LK.
sure.
So first of all, thank you very much, Dinakar, for bringing Prachi here. I know Prachi very well, and I brought her to SIT with the pure intent of what she knows and what she is capable of. Probably few of SITians can take benefit of her,
Thank you so much.
this knowledge and this method of healing. So thank you, Prachi, for taking your time and sharing this information, wisdom. Prachi, I would like to know that Dinakar has been the originator and consistently taking this sit chat sessions more than 6 months, I think, right, Dinakar?
8 months. 8
Yeah.
months.
8 months.
And he has developed this ecosystem in such a way that almost every time at the end, the most of the senior members, or I would not say senior, but most of the members who want to contribute and help come forward and ask one question, that how can we help you? So I would like to ask that question, Prachi, to you here on behalf of all of us, that how we all can also help you in your vision, because I have heard it earlier. I would like you to speak out here in front of all, that what is your vision?
Yeah, so my vision is to be able to help 1 billion people through Reiki and meditation in this lifetime. And right now I have clients in about 16 plus countries. So there's a long way for me to go. I would like to have client in each and every country.
Very
Wow,
good.
superb.
Thank you.
Very good.
So
Very good.
nice, so nice.
We will touch base offline. I'll get in touch with you. Then maybe something can be thought of. Yeah, Sagar, you have any question or you wanted to comment something? No, Sagar is not there. So, Amarji, over to you, please. Final words, and then we'll conclude. Amarji, over to you. Please,
Sagar is here. Dinakar, Sagar is here.
Final words, and then, yeah, please make it quickly,
Hello,
Sagar.
Dinakar, Sagar is
Almost
here.
quietly. Yeah, please go on. Make it quick.
Now, Prachi, when you were giving Reiki, after that or during that, I started feeling this ache and pull right from my leg, then in the chest area and the throat area and the lower back ache, which was not there before. What does that mean?
That means that Reiki has reached some emotions which require healing in those particular chakras. In root, the second one you said, your throat, those 3 places that you're talking about, the chakras which govern those
Yeah.
parts of the body. Yeah, it was actually doing the healing. So sometimes we feel it as an emotion, something that we remember, and sometimes it comes out, that is, it gets healed through the body. So you feel slight pain or ache, but it's a good pain because it's actually going out. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, Amarji, over to you, please.
Yeah.
Last words for closing our session.
Yeah. Good evening, Dinakar sir. Once again, for bringing in a wonderful speaker. Prachi ji, welcome today for this evening talk. You shared a valuable knowledge today to all of us. Life force energy. The 7 chakras so well explained. Healing our emotions, the most important part of our life. Mathematical anxiety, on which you spoke. The last one, the stress counseling. I think so. These are factors that lead us to how our life should be. I think so. You have very well explained this. Most of them have understood or will connect with you. But always nice to read your comments. You share your profile on the SID group, and a warm welcome to this group. We have another asset added to this group. I wish you all the best and will connect with you. I have your numbers, definitely. I think so. It was a wonderful session today, sir. Thank you so much, Prachiji, for explaining this to all of us. My wife was so impressed with your talk, though she doesn't know in English. But let me tell you, she's an ardent follower of Rajeshwari Modi, and she has completed her Vardhan Reiki.
Wow. Wow.
So
Very good.
Thank you.
I think so. Might be I should connect her with you, because language being an issue in Hindi, she'll be able to talk to you, and I'll definitely connect with you once again. Thank you so much for this wonderful session, Prachi.
Thank you so much.
Wish you all the best.
Now,
Thanks.
if everybody who is on the call, if you want to switch on your cameras, we can take a group photo. So please do that. Whoever wants to switch on, they can switch on. Otherwise, I take the photo without camera, and the others there, yeah, you can switch on the cameras. And then thank you so much. And then let's meet up next week. I'll just take a picture, and that was really nice of you, all of you together. It was a nice shot for our thumbnail. With that, thanks a lot. Thank you so much.
But
And let's see you next week.
I would love to invite Prachi for a good talk to Bangalore. Any day you let me know. My pleasure to invite you at my home also, ma'am.
100.
You can have it here.
Thank you
We'll
so
have
much.
it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right.
Good night. Good night.
Bye. Bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Prachi. Bye.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Thanks,
Bye,
sir.
man.